Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you a way I found to do ZZ on 4x4 that I think no one else has thought of, but I'm not sure. Let me just scramble the cube real quick. This method is really similar to Yao, but then you do K4 last layer, which is just all your unpaired edges are kind of on the last layer. So first of all, you just do the Yao cross with all the cross pieces, all four of them. It's a bit hard with the camera in front of me, but oops. Right, so then you put it oriented here on the yellow center. Here's your other cross piece. So then you solve two centers, like that. Right, here are your two centers, and then you put this edge facing you in between the centers. What that's gonna do, you're gonna put the centers down. When you do a Z rotation in the end, after solving the centers in your F12 edges, you're gonna have this cross piece oriented, so you can just insert it with a D2 and then that. So then after you put it here, you start pairing F12 edges and make sure that their top color matches the bottom or top face. The top face isn't solved, so just make sure it matches the bottom color, which is green here. So here's an edge, and it matches because I can just do that and it's oriented. Alright, now do that with the rest of the edges. This one's not oriented, now it is. And then, oh, it's a bad case. Okay, now once you have three edges oriented, you can just solve your... I just realized I did this center wrong. Okay, let me redo that. Sorry guys, my bad. Wasn't really paying attention. Let me just redo the whole thing quickly. Okay, this one's solved. Alright, you have your three cross edges solved, and you're gonna solve the last two centers with just kind of M moves and then small L and small R. So here I just have to do this. Right. So then you do a Z rotation. You do you put an oriented edge into here, like that. And then you do a D2, and you put your last cross edge in while putting another edge in the back. And then just align the cross. And since you have your back edges oriented, you don't have to you don't have blind spots, so you can just solve your last F12 edge and solve it oriented. So here, in this case, I'll do a Q because it's going to be oriented afterwards. But if it was oriented the other way, then I would do D, and then I'll, yeah, you understand. Alright, so then just do ZZF12. Right, then you do CLO, and this case is like that. Nope, that's the opposite case, whatever. Okay, so you do CLO, and then you do K4. I'm not really good at this last step, but let's see. Alright, and now the cube is solved. So to run through the whole thing, just do your Yao cross, these two centers, then put the last cross edge here, oriented. Then solve two centers. Then do Hoya like edge pairing, and put the edges here, oriented. Oh, and also put your... okay, let me re-say this again. Because I'm stupid. Okay, so you solve Yao cross, then you solve two centers, put the last cross edge in between them so that it's facing you over here. And put the centers back, and then do Hoya like edge pairing. And pair three edges oriented, and put them on the R face. Then solve your last two centers, Z. Put an edge in the BL spot. Put your last cross edge in while putting in another oriented edge. Then solve your last edge, and then do ZZF till on K4.